So let's think about this. The difference between an actual and a potential infinite, which is the crucial distinction to make, as far as I understand it, is that an actual infinite is kind of what it says on the tin. It's an actually existing infinite number of things, as it were, that actually exist in reality, whereas a potential infinite is something that can tend towards infinity, such as dividing the space between 2 points on a ruler. You can divide that infinitely, but that doesn't mean that there are actually an infinite number of things between each point. Is that a fair analysis?
That's exactly right, Alex. And the concept of the potential infinite dominated Western mathematics and philosophy until the 19th century, when Georg Cantor, a German mathematician, discovered the concept of the actual infinite. So the notion of a potential infinite plays its role in calculus, where we think of infinity as a limit which a process approaches but never arrives at, whereas the notion of the actual infinite finds its application in infinite set theory, where mathematicians talk about sets that have an actually infinite number of members in them. And it is absolutely crucial to distinguish these, because one is not denying that the potential infinite can exist. The denial is that there can be an actual infinite in the real world.
Sure. So there are two objections that to me can be derived from this idea of the distinction between the potential and actual infinite. And the first is this. There's an argument to be made that potential infinites in some way assume the existence of actual infinites. For example, people think that if a potential infinite is something like two spaces, the space between two objects being infinitely divisible, that there are somehow an infinite number of divisions between those 2 points. And so although when you do the divisions it tends towards infinity, the number of actual divisions, the number of halfway points or something like that, is an actually infinite number of things. So that would imply that actual infinites do exist in between any two spaces. What's the problem with that?
The problem with that is that it is guilty of a modal operator shift. It is true that possibly a line is divided here and here and here and here ad infinitum, but it doesn't follow that there is a place here and here and here and here where the line is possibly divided. That's two different claims. And I would say that a line is not a composition of points, that the line is logically prior to any points that you specify on it. And that therefore the possibility of potentially infinite processes does not imply an actually infinite number of points. To assume that a line is a composition of points is to already beg the question in favor of the existence of an actually infinite number of things.